Anything can happen in the future. Anything can happen in the future. He had never seen Ankara before. He had never seen Ankara before. You didn't believe every day. You didn't believe every day. He loves going for a run in the park. He loves going for a run in the park. Should be more careful while driving. Should be more careful while driving. Are you new here? Are you new here? Wouldn't it be an investment at dawn? Wouldn't it be an investment at dawn? The movie was shot in Hollywood. The movie was shot in Hollywood. I want to know if you have a double room. I want to know if you have a double room. Should he be examined every day? Should he be examined every day? David has a date. David has a date. Shouldn't they be reported? Shouldn't they be reported? The municipality will build a new park. The municipality will build a new park. He will travel to France next year. He will travel to France next year. As soon as possible. As soon as possible. I am working as an executive engineer at ABCDE Company. I am working as an executive engineer at ABCDE Company. He is an expert in computer programming. He is an expert in computer programming. I was so stupid that I thought the sky was closed. I was so stupid that I thought the sky was closed. They are playing video games. They are playing video games. They hope to win the championship this year. They hope to win the championship this year. Variable. Variable. We live in a big city. We live in a big city. Will he not rest immediately? Will he not rest immediately? You look a little uncomfortable. You look a little uncomfortable. The garden gets greener with every rain. The garden gets greener with every rain. All necessary steps must be taken. All necessary steps must be taken. We go to school by bus. We go to school by bus. He is walking along the river. He is walking along the river. We want to visit the museum tomorrow. We want to visit the museum tomorrow. Do you want to play football? Do you want to play football? They rarely go to the theater. They rarely go to the theater. What would you like? What would you like? I'm sorry, I do not understand. I'm sorry, I do not understand. I'm going to take the English test. I'm going to take the English test. I'm going to the library to get some books for my research. I'm going to the library to get some books for my research. Am I an artist every week? Am I an artist every week? Do you have an apple? Do you have an apple? They walked to the park and played basketball. They walked to the park and played basketball. They come from different countries but have a common language. They come from different countries but have a common language. I am willing to work hard to improve our relationship. I am willing to work hard to improve our relationship. I'm not in shape for 2 weeks. I'm not in shape for 2 weeks. He will graduate from college next year. He will graduate from college next year. And I didn't kick this rock. And I didn't kick this rock. Have you ever seen a shooting star? Have you ever seen a shooting star? Could you please drop me off at the airport? Could you please drop me off at the airport? We must respect our elders. We must respect our elders. Your half-sister was an inspector. Your half-sister was an inspector. We listened to a podcast on the way to work. We listened to a podcast on the way to work. This is a huge query. This is a huge query. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Will you not increase? Will you not increase? I won't be able to take a break until I'm done. I won't be able to take a break until I'm done. Did I reconcile then? Did I reconcile then? If I had a magic power, I would choose to teleport. If I had a magic power, I would choose to teleport. The Tommy family is one of the wealthiest families in Argentina. The Tommy family is one of the wealthiest families in Argentina. I'm tired, he said. I'm tired, he said. Will you join us for dinner tonight? Will you join us for dinner tonight? You have to climb. You have to climb. He takes the train to go to work. He takes the train to go to work. Let me get back to you. Let me get back to you. You can race. You can race. I'm so bored and don't know what to do. I'm so bored and don't know what to do. Don't we learn normally? Don't we learn normally? The death of the famous actor created a shock effect in the entertainment industry. The death of the famous actor created a shock effect in the entertainment industry. The only source of truth. The only source of truth. Is our brother a neurologist? Is our brother a neurologist? Did they increase? Did they increase? These are your files. These are your files. How nice to see you. How nice to see you. The room is empty. The room is empty. You will be better. You will be better. What I did. What I did. Our nephew was an analyst. Our nephew was an analyst. I'll be watching TV at 9 p.m. I'll be watching TV at 9 p.m. He wants success. He wants success. I do not think so. I do not think so. Shaving. Shaving. You shouldn't look back. You shouldn't look back. I'm really competitive when it comes to gaming. I'm really competitive when it comes to gaming. They were having a picnic in the park on Sunday. They were having a picnic in the park on Sunday. Then can't you be a fireman? Then can't you be a fireman? I hit my leg. I hit my leg. They are interested in learning new languages. They are interested in learning new languages. He was not soon recognized. He was not soon recognized. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. I don't notice anything special about the example. I don't notice anything special about the example. I tasted a new flavor of ice cream. I tasted a new flavor of ice cream. I'm going to the ski resort. I'm going to the ski resort. He's sweeping the carpet. He's sweeping the carpet. Not a weekly advocate? Not a weekly advocate? I need a break. I have to go anywhere. I need a break. I have to go anywhere. You shouldn't exercise. You shouldn't exercise. Your half-brother is a stockbroker. Your half-brother is a stockbroker. We cleaned the house before the guests arrived. We cleaned the house before the guests arrived. Happier than Mary John. Happier than Mary John. He will watch the match with his friends at home. He will watch the match with his friends at home. I do not agree. I do not agree. Can collect. Can collect. Are relatives hairdressers? Are relatives hairdressers? Do I focus on the sunrise? Do I focus on the sunrise? We trust the doctor's advice. We trust the doctor's advice. He can win after 3 years. He can win after 3 years. Shouldn't it be suppressed at sunset? Shouldn't it be suppressed at sunset? I won't be online tomorrow. However, our team member John will attend your meeting. I won't be online tomorrow. However, our team member John will attend your meeting. You can't leave until you finish your homework. You can't leave until you finish your homework. How long do you think this will take? How long do you think this will take? You take advantage. You take advantage. He had already left the airport when I came to pick him up. He had already left the airport when I came to pick him up. Can I have the salad without the crumbled blue cheese? Can I have the salad without the crumbled blue cheese? He wrote a letter to his friend. He wrote a letter to his friend. Did you see the last episode of that show? Ask. Did you see the last episode of that show? Ask. Is there cheese in the fridge? Is there cheese in the fridge? His brothers were journalists. His brothers were journalists. Whose dog is barking? Whose dog is barking? Let's go. Let's go. You need to see a specialist. You need to see a specialist. I need to do some shopping. I need to do some shopping. I want to learn English. I want to learn English. I'm afraid you're right. I'm afraid you're right. Despite my better judgment, I accepted the plan. Despite my better judgment, I accepted the plan. Avoid big changes. Avoid big changes. If there is a lot of traffic, we will leave early. If there is a lot of traffic, we will leave early. It would not be besieged after the 5th century. It would not be besieged after the 5th century. I will be the most famous person in the world. I will be the most famous person in the world. You can be a designer at dusk. You can be a designer at dusk. What month is after June? What month is after June? The restaurant will close at midnight. The restaurant will close at midnight. My nephew was a clown. My nephew was a clown. You will be in control of your life. You will be in control of your life. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Will it grow often? Will it grow often? We do not have much time. We do not have much time. The amount payable is $1,000. The amount payable is $1,000. He needs to find a new job. He needs to find a new job. Help yourself. Help yourself. They broke up because of this misunderstanding. They broke up because of this misunderstanding. You are very active. You are very active. I can't work in the morning without coffee. I can't work in the morning without coffee. Whose wallet did you find? Whose wallet did you find? We watched a basketball game. We watched a basketball game. They had known each other for years before they became business partners. They had known each other for years before they became business partners. Do you travel a lot? Do you travel a lot? Their stepmother is a golfer. Their stepmother is a golfer. You should not envy others. You should not envy others. We have a signed contract for the project. We have a signed contract for the project. His brothers were groceries. His brothers were groceries. The store will sell. The store will sell. How to cook chicken in sandwich. How to cook chicken in sandwich. They dance gracefully. They dance gracefully. Must accept. Must accept. He's making his dreams come true. He's making his dreams come true. They can lobby next year. They can lobby next year. They are studying for the exam. They are studying for the exam. He cannot pass the exam unless he studies. He cannot pass the exam unless he studies. I am very impressed. I am very impressed. See you soon. See you soon. He helped his friend with his homework. He helped his friend with his homework. Do you sell fresh seafood? Do you sell fresh seafood? The East Coast was hit by a hurricane. The East Coast was hit by a hurricane. To kick things off, I'd like to do this. To kick things off, I'd like to do this. Will they not think? Will they not think? I can always explore. I can always explore. Can't be a daily vocalist? Can't be a daily vocalist? He played video games with his older brother. He played video games with his older brother. That name. That name. I just got a call from my friend. I just got a call from my friend. My backpack is heavier than yours. My backpack is heavier than yours. Personal. Personal. He fixed the bike. He fixed the bike. Please contact me or my team with your question. Please contact me or my team with your question. Doesn't it normally diversify? Doesn't it normally diversify? We have to go now, right? We have to go now, right? Were their husbands environmentalists? Were their husbands environmentalists? The air quality in the city is bad. The air quality in the city is bad. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. A mosquito just bit me. A mosquito just bit me. How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? Can I have your attention for a minute? Can I have your attention for a minute? We became urologists one night ago. We became urologists one night ago. The new teacher is friendlier than the old one. The new teacher is friendlier than the old one. He is under my attention. He is under my attention. Can't be a gynecologist right away? Can't be a gynecologist right away? He doesn't like coffee. He doesn't like coffee. Aren't we cold right away? Aren't we cold right away? I am going to hospital. I am going to hospital. The cat is sitting on the chair. The cat is sitting on the chair. Let's say, you may not support. You may not support. Fall out. Fall out. Can he lock it 2 nights ago? Can he lock it 2 nights ago? We may not be able to do carpentry at sunset. We may not be able to do carpentry at sunset. The door was opened by John. The door was opened by John. My father was a lawyer. My father was a lawyer. I have a pair of socks. I have a pair of socks. I love these flowers. Can you get me more of the same? I love these flowers. Can you get me more of the same? We have to leave before it gets dark outside. We have to leave before it gets dark outside. Is your family still together? Is your family still together? We hope to have a successful event. We hope to have a successful event. What's on the agenda today? What's on the agenda today? Is there a children's playground in the restaurant? Is there a children's playground in the restaurant? It was a real bargain. It was a real bargain. I'm in the room with the paintings. I'm in the room with the paintings. I mustn't eat too much chocolate or I'll get sick. I mustn't eat too much chocolate or I'll get sick. He won't be doing his internship right away. He won't be doing his internship right away. How many days are there in a week? How many days are there in a week? I had been waiting for an hour when the train finally arrived. I had been waiting for an hour when the train finally arrived. You can also lose money if the stock price drops. You can also lose money if the stock price drops. Wouldn't he object? Wouldn't he object? Teresa has more grapes than Sam. Teresa has more grapes than Sam. They do not like spicy food. They do not like spicy food. By the end of this term, he will have graduated from university. By the end of this term, he will have graduated from university. The project was completed on time. The project was completed on time. How much time do you spend exercising? How much time do you spend exercising? Lions are the strongest animals in the jungle. Lions are the strongest animals in the jungle. My grandchildren were sociologists. My grandchildren were sociologists. I will never give up on my dreams no matter how hard it is. I will never give up on my dreams no matter how hard it is. We went to have dinner with friends after the concert. We went to have dinner with friends after the concert. He's taking pictures. He's taking pictures. I shouldn't say 1 second later. I shouldn't say 1 second later. Everyone should have the right to vote. Everyone should have the right to vote. Do you mind if I use your toilet? Do you mind if I use your toilet? Values friendship and loyalty. Values friendship and loyalty. I guess he is 40 years old. I guess he is 40 years old. My teacher told me, you did well in the exam. My teacher told me, you did well in the exam. I'm a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. Before making any decision, we need to consider all the options. Before making any decision, we need to consider all the options. It should not meet once a month. It should not meet once a month. If it rains tomorrow, we will stay at home. If it rains tomorrow, we will stay at home. We used our own cars. We used our own cars. At the end of the month, I will be working in this job for 6 months. At the end of the month, I will be working in this job for 6 months. They seldom industrialized. They seldom industrialized. I asked him to start as soon as possible. I asked him to start as soon as possible. Your stepson is a model. Your stepson is a model. Low fat. Low fat. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not running. I'm not running. I wish I could play the violin. I wish I could play the violin. The party was a huge success. The party was a huge success. The bus has been waiting for half an hour. The bus has been waiting for half an hour. As far as I know. As far as I know. If I could, I would start a charity. If I could, I would start a charity. They were discussing travel plans for the summer. They were discussing travel plans for the summer. He had been looking for a job for months until he found a job in his field. He had been looking for a job for months until he found a job in his field. He is an expert in his field of business. He is an expert in his field of business. He could kiss every month. He could kiss every month. They should have cleaned their rooms before leaving. They should have cleaned their rooms before leaving. Is he attending the meeting tomorrow? Is he attending the meeting tomorrow? He didn't start. He didn't start. How much does a bottle of wine cost? How much does a bottle of wine cost? I just need to believe in me. I just need to believe in me. He enjoys watching movies with his family on weekends. He enjoys watching movies with his family on weekends. I have to go to school. I have to go to school. Would you like to go to the movies with me? Would you like to go to the movies with me? I don't want to lose my loss. I don't want to lose my loss. I finished my homework, he said. I finished my homework, he said. Can't there be two drivers in the afternoon? Can't there be two drivers in the afternoon? What are you planning to do on the weekend? What are you planning to do on the weekend? How lively! How lively! Is her stepbrother a ranger? Is her stepbrother a ranger? You should be a waitress now. You should be a waitress now. If I were a superhero, I would save the world. If I were a superhero, I would save the world. I wrote a poem about love and friendship. I wrote a poem about love and friendship. It's a secret. It's a secret. I can't detect any change in their behavior. I can't detect any change in their behavior. Are their relatives advertisers? Are their relatives advertisers? Let's finish the meeting if you want. Let's finish the meeting if you want. The government had the building inspected for safety. The government had the building inspected for safety. My brother is a lifeguard. My brother is a lifeguard. The glass was full of water. The glass was full of water. Can I become an accountant in 1 week? Can I become an accountant in 1 week? We're going by train, right? We're going by train, right? I met him at the party. I met him at the party. Shall we go to the cinema tomorrow night? Shall we go to the cinema tomorrow night? You often go to the movies. You often go to the movies. The sun was setting behind the mountains and the sky was turning a beautiful orange. The sun was setting behind the mountains and the sky was turning a beautiful orange. Do you see? Do you see? I will study for my exam next week. I will study for my exam next week. The package was wrapped in gift paper. The package was wrapped in gift paper. It will take 1 day. It will take 1 day. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. I don't want to lose much for the machine. I don't want to lose much for the machine. Were they inspectors? Were they inspectors? Should I not go after 4 weeks? Should I not go after 4 weeks? It is mixed. It is mixed. I finished. I finished. Our relatives are physicists. Our relatives are physicists. The decision was made by the committee. The decision was made by the committee. It is mandatory to wear a seat belt in the car. It is mandatory to wear a seat belt in the car. I'll probably look into their eyes when I talk to them. I'll probably look into their eyes when I talk to them. Doesn't he confess? Doesn't he confess? I hide every day. I hide every day. I go swimming twice a week. I go swimming twice a week. It has 2 notebooks on it. It has 2 notebooks on it. She is a makeup artist and does makeup for weddings and events. She is a makeup artist and does makeup for weddings and events. I understand the rules. I understand the rules. We usually have lunch at a restaurant. We usually have lunch at a restaurant. And I didn't kick this rock. And I didn't kick this rock. We should be grateful for what we have. We should be grateful for what we have. No one is coming. No one is coming. These are the famous desserts. These are the famous desserts. They should age after 1 day. They should age after 1 day. I want to pay for these items. I want to pay for these items. You were a nurse. You were a nurse. Wouldn't it be the police after 5 nights? Wouldn't it be the police after 5 nights? I eat apples while my father sleeps. I eat apples while my father sleeps. I wish I hadn't eaten so much for dinner. I wish I hadn't eaten so much for dinner. Was his nephew a locksmith? Was his nephew a locksmith? They should wear protective gloves when working with chemicals. They should wear protective gloves when working with chemicals. If it was warmer, we would have gone swimming. If it was warmer, we would have gone swimming. Fill in for performance excel. Fill in for performance excel. I'm meeting with John for coffee tomorrow. I'm meeting with John for coffee tomorrow. I want to know if you have a double room. I want to know if you have a double room. He not only reads books, but also writes. He not only reads books, but also writes. He is as proud as a peacock. He is as proud as a peacock. We want 4 tickets, please. We want 4 tickets, please. The restaurant opens next month. The restaurant opens next month. I want to buy tickets. I want to buy tickets. Don't you feel well? Don't you feel well? How do you make a living? How do you make a living? Can you help me with this project? Can you help me with this project? Rarely can you repeat? Rarely can you repeat? Come on, let's dance. Come on, let's dance. Wake up immediately when the alarm goes off. Wake up immediately when the alarm goes off. Does he watch TV every day? Does he watch TV every day? To worry. To worry. I'll go tomorrow. I'll go tomorrow. She was practicing her public speaking skills in front of a mirror. She was practicing her public speaking skills in front of a mirror. We are going on vacation next week. We are going on vacation next week. Can they see 5 years ago? Can they see 5 years ago? We've never been to Japan. We've never been to Japan. Chatty. Chatty. Suspects. Suspects. Some things are easy to forget. Some things are easy to forget. Still, some questions remain unanswered. Still, some questions remain unanswered. I want to sleep with you. I want to sleep with you. Did he occasionally produce? Did he occasionally produce? She was singing a song at the talent show. She was singing a song at the talent show. Although the hike is challenging, the view from the top is breathtaking. Although the hike is challenging, the view from the top is breathtaking. Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen? Is their grandmother a farmer? Is their grandmother a farmer? His father is a baker. His father is a baker. Now we have it. Now we have it. They went to Japan last year. They went to Japan last year. As you look. As you look. If you had fixed the car, we wouldn't have had to take it to the mechanic. If you had fixed the car, we wouldn't have had to take it to the mechanic. We wrote a letter to our friends. We wrote a letter to our friends. Have you ever seen a shooting star? Have you ever seen a shooting star? Can you recommend a good brand of laundry detergent? Can you recommend a good brand of laundry detergent? There is a picture on the wall. There is a picture on the wall. I've already seen that movie. I've already seen that movie. They are important to me and I think they are important to you too. They are important to me and I think they are important to you too. My father will come to school for me. My father will come to school for me. I can kiss. I can kiss. We have 2 seats on the 8 a.m. flight to Evansville. We have 2 seats on the 8 a.m. flight to Evansville. The problem was solved using a different approach. The problem was solved using a different approach. We had the broken glass repaired by the glazier. We had the broken glass repaired by the glazier. Isn't he normally a foreman? Isn't he normally a foreman? Should we clean up last year? Should we clean up last year? They will be asleep. They will be asleep. Do you speak our language? Do you speak our language? He plays the guitar every evening. He plays the guitar every evening. What is the value of the items you are carrying? What is the value of the items you are carrying? I am working as an executive engineer at ABCDE Company. I am working as an executive engineer at ABCDE Company. How often does he go shopping? How often does he go shopping? I wish he had studied harder for the exam. I wish he had studied harder for the exam. We visit our relatives during the holidays. We visit our relatives during the holidays. I like to read on the bus. I like to read on the bus. We have to go to my office. We have to go to my office. Do you always have to inspect? Do you always have to inspect? How about a bottle of champagne? How about a bottle of champagne? The job is below my reputation. The job is below my reputation. Can fit monthly. Can fit monthly. That makes sense. That makes sense. He played basketball with his friends. He played basketball with his friends. Do you offer sugar-free desserts? Do you offer sugar-free desserts? Did I understand? Did I understand? Why is it raining? Because of the water cycle. Why is it raining? Because of the water cycle. The concert lasted 2 hours. The concert lasted 2 hours. We don't talk to each other like that. We don't talk to each other like that. The noise is getting louder, we should close the windows. The noise is getting louder, we should close the windows. Does the store have a fresh seafood counter? Does the store have a fresh seafood counter? May not ask immediately. May not ask immediately. We will work until morning. We will work until morning. We answer often. We answer often. You will be contacted every day. You will be contacted every day. Well noted. Well noted. She has a lot of shoes in her closet. She has a lot of shoes in her closet. Your grandson is a lawyer. Your grandson is a lawyer. This is the best pizza I've ever had. This is the best pizza I've ever had. We must act quickly. We must act quickly. Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I sit here? Was your mother a football player? Was your mother a football player? We had the plumber replace the broken sink. We had the plumber replace the broken sink. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. When they wake up, we will have prepared breakfast. When they wake up, we will have prepared breakfast. I go to school on foot. I go to school on foot. There are 11 players on the football team. There are 11 players on the football team. Do you benefit? Do you benefit? I have 2 cats. The black one is named Luna. I have 2 cats. The black one is named Luna. Goodbye. Have a good day. Goodbye. Have a good day. I'm going to the store. I'm going to the store. This soup is delicious. This soup is delicious. Can I return an item that was damaged during shipping? Can I return an item that was damaged during shipping? Can it suffer every year? Can it suffer every year? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Next year I will go on vacation with my family. Next year I will go on vacation with my family. Are there stepson firefighters? Are there stepson firefighters? Can you make the dish with whole wheat pasta? Can you make the dish with whole wheat pasta? The letter was received yesterday. The letter was received yesterday. Are we going to launch the sun? Are we going to launch the sun? Were her relatives stylists? Were her relatives stylists? We will have lunch and then we will go to the park. We will have lunch and then we will go to the park. Fun. Fun. Are we going to compare 4 weeks ahead? Are we going to compare 4 weeks ahead? I have too much faith in myself. I have too much faith in myself. Were his grandchildren butchers? Were his grandchildren butchers? Both the company and its employees will benefit from the new policy. Both the company and its employees will benefit from the new policy. He has won many awards for his art. He has won many awards for his art. Wouldn't it be a daily lifesaver? Wouldn't it be a daily lifesaver? 2 seconds later? 2 seconds later? Did you finish your homework before going out to play? Did you finish your homework before going out to play? I found my keys. I found my keys. Things. Things. I'm the economist after 5 p.m. I'm the economist after 5 p.m. Neighbor swimmer. Neighbor swimmer. He joined a hiking group to explore nature. He joined a hiking group to explore nature. How's it going? How's it going? We hiked in the mountains all day. We hiked in the mountains all day. My father is older than your father. My father is older than your father. The manager invited the employees to a workshop. The manager invited the employees to a workshop. The car my brother drives is a sports car. The car my brother drives is a sports car. I'm allergic to peanuts, so I can't eat peanut butter. I'm allergic to peanuts, so I can't eat peanut butter. Should he notice? Should he notice? Sometimes they have to agree. Sometimes they have to agree. My office is in front of the mall. My office is in front of the mall. I am interested in learning about other cultures. I am interested in learning about other cultures. He took action to improve his health. He took action to improve his health. I'm going to work on my car this afternoon. I'm going to work on my car this afternoon. I have completed my homework. I have completed my homework. If I had more energy, I would go for a run. If I had more energy, I would go for a run. Didn't he suppress? Didn't he suppress? The pressure cooker cooks food quickly. The pressure cooker cooks food quickly. Who do you love most in your family? Who do you love most in your family? Nighttime should not be compared. Nighttime should not be compared. What do you think? What do you think? I value myself a lot. I value myself a lot. I'm taller than Tommy. I'm taller than Tommy. He cannot pass the exam unless he studies. He cannot pass the exam unless he studies. Is Vlad aware? Is Vlad aware? The cat is chasing the mouse. The cat is chasing the mouse. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Was our aunt a drummer? Was our aunt a drummer? We should think about them and try to understand them. We should think about them and try to understand them. Are their nephews an oncologist? Are their nephews an oncologist? They told me, we are planning a surprise party for your birthday. They told me, we are planning a surprise party for your birthday. His story is questionable. His story is questionable. Breaking point. Breaking point. Can he arrest every day? Can he arrest every day? How did you study? How did you study? They had known each other for years before they became business partners. They had known each other for years before they became business partners. Just as every business has its own skills, every investment has its own risks. Just as every business has its own skills, every investment has its own risks. I'm in the room with the supplies. I'm in the room with the supplies. The package was sent internationally. The package was sent internationally. Do I need to do anything? Do I need to do anything? The house was rented to a family. The house was rented to a family. Did not usually teach. Did not usually teach. Our neighbor is the sheriff. Our neighbor is the sheriff. I can taste the spiciness of hot peppers. I can taste the spiciness of hot peppers. Wasn't I a ballerina at sunset? Wasn't I a ballerina at sunset? He told me, I have a dentist appointment. He told me, I have a dentist appointment. Doesn't he need to invest after 4 hours? Doesn't he need to invest after 4 hours? We will need a blood sample for testing. We will need a blood sample for testing. He would go to bed after 3 years. He would go to bed after 3 years. He is writing a letter. He is writing a letter. What can I give you? What can I give you? To separate. To separate. We go to the mountains for camping trips. We go to the mountains for camping trips. If we should. If we should. Was not suspicious. Was not suspicious. I just wanted to see if the world would really change. I just wanted to see if the world would really change. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. We have change. We have change. She does ballet. She does ballet. I try something special. I try something special. He won't go to bed until the episode is over. He won't go to bed until the episode is over. Let's go back. Please, John. Let's go back. Please, John. They are not created soon. They are not created soon. Can I connect? Can I connect? I will be the referee of this match. I will be the referee of this match. What was your favorite food as a kid? What was your favorite food as a kid? He wants to try rock climbing. He wants to try rock climbing. 2 weeks later he complains. 2 weeks later he complains. Thought. Won't be defeated. Won't be defeated. He studied physics at university and became a scientist. He studied physics at university and became a scientist. Where can I find bathroom cleaners? Where can I find bathroom cleaners? Don't forget to take your belongings with you. Don't forget to take your belongings with you. We used to go camping in the summer. We used to go camping in the summer. I have many friends. I have many friends. His sister was the second man. His sister was the second man.